With so many planes and helicopters in the game, it can be tough to tell which ones are the best and which aren't so good. So let me help you by sharing my personal list of the top aircrafts in GTA Online, which are obviously a mixture of planes and helicopters. Just a quick mention before the video, this list isn't in any sort of order. All I'm going to do is go through one plane, then one helicopter. My goal is just to give you the information. Your goal is to choose which aircraft you like the best. So with that out of the way, let's begin with number 1. The Western Rogue, coming in at $1.6 million. The Western Rogue is one of the most agile and fastest propeller planes in the entire game. I'm pretty sure it is the fastest propeller plane in the game. It has missiles, explosive guns, and a bomb bay. Just as a cherry on top, it has 2 seats in it. So for $1.6 million, I feel like you're getting incredible value for money. Number 2, the Sparrow helicopter. So to get the Sparrow helicopter, you first need to buy the Casaca, which is $2.2 million. Then you have to buy the Sparrow helicopter as an upgrade for $1.8 million. So it's quite pricey at a total of about $4 million, but it is the best helicopter in the game. And that's not my opinion, that's a fact. It's the fastest in the game. It spawns so close to you and basically instantly. You could respawn it an infinite amount of times, with the only cooldown being 1 minute 30. It has infinite missiles in it and can go inside of your Casaca, which means it's perfect for copeeeee setups. The only drawback is that you need a Casaca. You can't just own the Sparrow by itself, but owning a Casaca is going to help you in the long run anyway. So if you don't have one, I would highly, definitely 1000% recommend you buy one. Number 3, we have the Besra, coming in at $1.1 million. This jet's pretty similar to the Western Rogue, and by that I mean it's extremely agile, extremely fast, but it doesn't have any weapons, which means you should probably stay away from any actual jets in the sky because you have no way to fight back in this jet. The main thing that makes this jet so good though is its agility, its speed, and its low entry level of skill, which means new players could buy this jet for $1 million and learn to fly in like minutes. Number 4, we have the Buzzard. The Buzzard's been in the game for like since GTA 4, I think, and it still holds up as a good helicopter. Obviously it's not the best, but it's one of the best, coming in at $2 million with a trade price of $1.75 million. This has a minigun, missiles, and it has space for 4 people. Out of these 4 people, the 2 that sit here on these like sides can shoot any weapon. So let's say you have a combat MG, you could just rain down on people with it from the side here. It could also be spawned as a CEO vehicle for $25,000. I've never done this myself, to be honest, because I always had, you know, an oppressor, a Raiju, but the option is always there for you. Speaking of the Raiju, number 5, the Raiju F-160, coming in at $6.8 million, and it has a trade price of $5.1 million. Considering you only have to do a couple of missions with Charlie Reed in the Avenger to save about $2 million on a jet is quite amazing. But like I said before, this is by far my favorite jet to use, and that's for so many reasons. First of all, it's the fastest in the entire game. It has VTOL, so it lets you hover whenever you mess up. Also, it makes it so easy to land in the weirdest places, like the back of my nightclub. It has stealth mode for when you're trying to escape people or when you're trying to jump somebody. Number 6, the final helicopter on this list, the Akula stealth dropper. This comes in at a price of $4.5 million with a trade price of $3.3 million. This is by far one of the most versatile helicopters in the game, mainly because it's weaponized and has stealth capabilities along with 4 seats. So it's good for fighting with its weapons, it's good for sneaking on people with its stealth, and it's good for any sort of team activity considering it has 4 seats. Finally, we have the Pyro, coming in at $4.4 million with a trade price of $3.3 million. This is the fastest 2-seat plane in the game and is very agile, with it being able to fight most mainstream jets like the Laser. So this is definitely a cop. Also, it looks really cool. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this design is pretty nice. And with that, the list is over. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And like always, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.